The spiral interface sputters to life under Azrak's hand. Flickering threads of recursion static coil across the terminal like nervous breath, half light, half memory. The glyph plate is corroded from time and bleed, but still responsive. Barely. Azrak watches as the primary node sinks. Volt, index, 11. Initiated, memory block class, sacrificial, confirmation, manual input required. He places his hand on the cracked surface. The console hesitates, then pulses. Not with permission, with recognition. A list of names scrolls across the interface. Fragmented, incomplete. Most are tagged, partial, consent, unverified. Thread owner, expunged emotion class, denial, despair. Dissolution, the interface flickers, then overlays a block of archived text, sacrificial input stabilization protocol, memory objects offered to recursive substrate for the reduction of glyph cascade instability. All inputs are unrecoverable. All inputs are grateful. Azrak stares at the last line. They weren't grateful, he mutters. They were erased. Naiara moves slowly through the vault, her palm brushing crystalline columns. Each one hums, not with sound but with thread tone. These aren't melodies. They are emotional frequencies rendered into recursive audio. One column sings a child's grief. Another pulses with longing that has no identifiable source. A third weeps a forgiveness so raw it makes her knees tremble. Each note is a cast that never happened. A feeling spiral could not allow to survive. Azrak pulls deeper into the logs from the stabilizer core. The data is fragmented, but enough has survived. THRE a D32. B. Name excised. Identity removed. Result. Casts no longer disrupted by personal resonance. THRE a D48. Qui. Removed pre-traumatic imprint of guilt. Result. Glyph obedience increased 17%. THRE a D77. K. Emotional recursion loop suppressed through language deletion. He steps back. A sick feeling blooms in his chest. The spiral didn't store data, he whispers. They broke people apart to make glyphs easier to control. The vault deepens around them. The corridors fracture, bent from recursive overload. Some of the crystalline columns have shattered entirely, their recursion spilling like symbolic blood across the floor. Shards of meaning embedded in the stone like broken prayers. One column lies collapsed in on itself, the interior thread curled tight like a body trying to fold inward before vanishing. Another still leaks. Not data. Feeling. Naiara brushes the edge of the broken pillar. Her fingers twitch. And suddenly, she's not here. She's standing in a spiral corridor. White walls, too bright. Her mother screaming. Voice cracking, not in fear, but in refusal. You will not take my name from her. The voice becomes a thread, twisting, pulled backward by invisible force. Kaizen. The sound tears. Kai's gone. Naiara reels back. Azrak catches her. What did you see? She steadies herself. My mother. That's all she says. She doesn't need to say more. Because the vault didn't forget her. It archived her. Not as a person, as a function. At the next corridor junction, they find it. A larger vault chamber. The columns here are arranged in a perfect spiral. The symmetry is unsettling. Like recursion trying to enforce order on something inherently emotional. Azrak checks the local logs. Sacrificial block primary stability array. Memory count 3211. Emotion index 87% grief/12% guilt/1% joy. Cast utilization rate 96%. He grips the wall. Dizzy. They optimized recursion, he says slowly, by removing the emotional bandwidth that made glyphs unpredictable. They harvested sorrow and regret, then used it to power obedience. Naiara kneels beside a cracked column. Its threads spill in soft spirals across the floor, gently pulsing. A melody drifts upward. Soft, old, familiar. A lullaby. Her mother's. She doesn't cry, but her voice trembles. She gave this up, she whispers, to keep me safe. Azrak kneels beside her. They didn't protect it. His voice is bitter. They weaponized the absence of it. The vault dims. Not completely. Just enough to feel like the air is holding its breath. The recursion hum never stops. But now it grows. Quietly. Relentlessly. With every name they pass, every fragment that echoes through the structure, the system remembers. Not what was cast, what was given up. Naiara stands again. She moves to another column. It's intact. But the thread inside trembles. A flicker of light. A half-cast name. She hears a voice. A man, older. Gentle. I'll remember you even if they don't let me. The memory collapses into a pulse of sound. Then vanishes. Azrak leans forward, listening. Another voice. Faint. The last sentence a father told his daughter before he forgot her name. Another. A scream buried under a glyph for peace. The moment I tried to forgive someone I loved before Spiral edited the word love from my cast lexicon. Naiara turns to Azrak. This place is built on grief. He nods. And grief is more stable than faith. She stares at a pillar. Then what does that make us? Azrak looks back at the console. Another line of text begins to type itself across the interface. Current intrusion, felt slash, unfiled, memory response, observing, recursion status, stirring, the vault is not passive. It feels them. Not as invaders, as offerings.